Hi everyone, so today we're taking a look at the Pierce Arrow Spotlight. Now this is remote controlled spotlight. What we have here is the LED version, 16 LED lights, all aluminum housing. It is a magnetic mount, which is what comes standard on it, or it can also be hard mounted. This is a pretty decent mount. I mean, if I were to pull straight up on it, it's not going anywhere. Along with your remote control, the remote control harness here, whatever you want to call it, can be mounted in your truck. Gives you a couple screw holes there. It does take an A23 battery, which is kind of like a miniature AA, and it does include that in, with the light, so that's a huge plus. So now with this remote control, you turn it on, turn it off. It has an SOS function advertised there. The light swivels 360 and goes up and down 110 degrees. This light here, as of the time of this video, retails for $350. Their high definition light version is half the price at $175, but that's a plastic housing, where this is, like I had mentioned, all aluminum. So again, when you open the box, this is what you're going to get, along with the instruction manual, and it comes with an 8-foot cigarette plug power. I could not find anything online about these. You can't see how bright they are, you can't see them functioning or anything else, so I'm doing a review for us. So once the sun goes down, we will pop this on top of my truck and take a look at how this works and how bright exactly this is. I'm standing probably about 20 feet or so away from the truck. The remote's supposed to be good for 100 feet. So there the spotlight is on. It's aimed up pretty high right now. Go over here so we can see. Now I'm going to hold the camera steady so you can see how fast it moves. That moves really nice. I like that. Show you up here. Doesn't go up quite as steady as it goes down. It's almost like I gotta click the button a couple times and it goes up in intervals, but then it comes down smooth. But the side-to-side action is extremely smooth. That moves pretty good, and it's very bright. There you're seeing the whole 360 degrees. Now let's do one more thing. I'm going to drive down the road. I think I hit the SOS button. No, that was the power off button. Okay, so once I turned it off, it did a full rotation before it stopped. I'm going to go down the road and we're going to take a look in a field, give us a farther view of what this shows, how well this lights up. Okay, I'm parked on a road, so we have to make this quick, but this field is a couple hundred acres and it's a couple hundred yards out across where we're sitting, so let's see what this looks like. Oh wow, guys, that's amazing. This is lighting this field up like it's the middle of the day. I don't know if you can see way out there, we're spotlighting deer. Those deer are easily a couple hundred yards out there. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how well you can see in this video, but I'm highly impressed. So let's get these lights off. I know there are houses behind me, so I don't want somebody to think somebody's over here doing something illegal. But yeah, very, very impressed with it. So here's where we were with the spotlight last night. Now where we're at, over to that ridge where I was spotlighting those deer, I went on Google Earth and measured. That's 430 yards. Now it's hard to see in the video how well lit this field was. It's kind of grainy, not the greatest quality. You know, if you guys help me get up to 1,000 subscribers, maybe I can start making a couple bucks and get a better camera. But it was very, very well lit, and I had no trouble seeing those deer 400 plus yards out. So just give you an idea where we were at and how well that light worked. One final feature I almost forgot to cover was the SOS function. So I want to check that out now. So we turn the light on, and then we hit the SOS button right here, and we get a flash. If you hit it again, it goes to a faster SOS. So that's you got a slow SOS and a fast SOS. And then hit it again, it turns off, goes back to a solid light. So yeah, I was very impressed with this last night. Really lit up that field nice. So there's our 360. Once I worked it a couple times, it does go up and down a lot smoother. When I first did this, it was kind of, I don't want to call it glitching, but kind of going up in increments. As you see now, it's going up a little bit smoother. But yeah, very nice light. The magnetic mount that comes with it, it has a rubber backing on it. There were no scratches on my roof or anything else after putting this on there and popping it off. So that's nice. I know some CB antennas can scratch your roof pretty good. This left no marks of any kind. I really think this is extremely useful. I personally am going to be using it for when I'm loading cars and things on my flatbed trailer at night, especially in the wintertime when it gets dark out earlier. This would be great for mobile mechanics if you're doing something along those lines where you could be out in the dark working on something. Gives you plenty of light. You know, tow truck drivers, sportsmen, you know, like we were doing last night, spotlighting deer. Many uses. I don't know if anybody would want to permanently mount this outside their vehicle, but if you did, I think maybe an option of a way to hardwire this to the truck instead of just having a cigarette lighter would be nice. Otherwise, you could just, you know, hardwire it yourself. But other than that, very nice light. Let's just show you, it's a very good magnetic mount. But if you pull up on just one side, you will be able to pop it off, no problem at all. And there isn't a single mark where this was sitting. I see you got a bunch of these little rubber feet on here that are kind of like suction cups with the magnetic mounts, what it feels like. But very nice. And I really like the way it mounts and doesn't leave marks. So there's my review on the LED version of the Spotlight from Pierce. So I hope that helps you guys out and makes your decision on whether or not you have use for this one, like to buy one.